exclusive at hashtag $ reviews. I'm your host, Puma / Ill Will. Yes, again, B. Simmons. B. Simmons. And I'm not going to give you the full name of this knucklehead. Make it easy so you can find her stupid ass YouTube channel. I just seen a segment. A short segment off of, I can't remember the guy's name, Oshay Jackson. And then Oshay Jackson. Well, basically, I'm going to just go ahead and redirect this. Oshay Jackson was sharing some information on B. Simmons, who's a lady, I don't know much about her. I have no idea. She has, I guess, a podcast. I went and checked YouTube to see if she had this. Of course, she had a podcast because I seen a video of her talking bad about Martin Luther King. And when I seen her speaking on Martin Luther King, basically she was saying that everything that he accomplished, he thrown it away, in my own words. And I do not agree with this, whatever you want to call her. Anyways, let me stay focused. I'm getting emotional. I got to stay, don't be emotional, be focused. So basically she was saying that he threw everything away and that he cheated on his wife. Okay, first of all, I ain't gonna lie. Men are men. And one thing we gotta understand is we're human beings. One thing I gotta say is this. I wasn't there. And guess what? If he cheated, who in the world in this world is perfect? If that's alleged. But one thing I want to say to her is this, or anyone that's listening to this, okay, related to Martin Luther King, related to any civil rights leader, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X. You know what's funny? Actually, I had a conversation today with my father. I called him, and before I even heard about this podcast about this B. Simmons alleged trash, okay? I had a conversation with my dad. I had to call him, and I said, Dad, I said, you know what? This is how I feel about Black Lives Matter, by the way. Y'all put so much energy in putting down the people that had enough heart to go out there and stand up for all black folks during a time when racism is at an all-time high. Do you realize how much heart, how much mental strength it takes to go and face the enemy and face a large population of racist people who will not give you no love in the United States, who will not give you no love in Africa? I'm looking at the screen while I'm holding this goddamn camera up because I'm doing this in the dark and I don't give a fuck. I'm angry, excuse my language. I'm angry as you know what. None of you, and I'm saying this, and this is personal, none of you have enough heart to do what Martin Luther King did. None of you have enough heart to do what Martin Luther King did. None of you have enough heart to do what Medgar Evers did. None of you have enough heart to do what Nelson Mandela did. None of you have enough heart to do what Patrick Lumumba did. None of you have enough heart to do what Haile Selassie did. None of you have enough heart to do with the guy from Jamaica. God dang it, I done forgot his name. Whoa. You do not have enough heart to do what Martin Luther King did. Oh, Marcus Garvey, excuse me. You don't have enough heart to do Simmons. I'm talking to you. B. Simmons, you don't have enough heart to do what Martin Luther King did. Martin Luther King and his family did. Do you understand? You don't know his story as far as what he went through with his wife. And it's none of your business, and it's none of nobody's business. What you need to know and what you need to understand is this man, like, she needs to be speaking on Miss some whatever her name, B. Simmons, need to be speaking on how these Mizugus are killing and attacking our people. Let me focus back on what I'm trying to speak on the topic. The topic in the matter is this. Have you ever had your home bombed? Have you ever had your home attacked with your kids in it? And then after it was done, it could be like a drive-by, you in LA or in Atlanta. Oh, are you gonna stay in that home? And they do a drive-by on your house, and because they don't want you speaking up for black folks. They don't want you speaking up for black folks around the world. So they come and they attack you and they bomb. Do you know about the 3 little girls that got bombed in the church? That's exactly what they try to do to Martin Luther King, B. Simmons. And you're so concerned about, you're talking about, it's like, how do you do what you do? You're disrespectful, very disrespectful, and need help. A man goes out his way with his wife and his family, and you don't even know what the hell was going on. You don't know what happened. You don't know. This is all alleged. I'm gonna make up a storyline. Like, for example, if I'm a civil rights leader and I refuse to back off, and my wife is like, maybe, for example, she's saying, honey, please, we can't do this. We can't go forward. I'm gonna have to leave you because things ain't working out, and I just need to take a break from this. And I'm like, I'm gonna keep going, and I'm not gonna let these people intimidate me, because you know what? Somebody needs to stand up for these people. You know what's crazy? People sit there and say that Martin Luther King was nonviolent, and they make fun of him because they say he wasn't on the level of, not Martin Luther King, but Malcolm X. You understand what I'm saying? But guess what? He used his brain, mental. He played chess. Guess what? He was nonviolent, but he did chess moves. And guess what? These folks attacked him at his home with his kids, and he kept going for us. Are we going to allow this little child to talk down on Martin Luther King and come up and talk down to him? Like, are you really? Has this person, man, I'm so tired. I watch y'all disrespect Martin Luther King. I go all the way to Africa. I'm in Ethiopia and I watch CNN Africa. They got their own little channel, CNN Africa, and they make sure that they show different stuff over there. They don't show the same stuff over here. And it was Martin Luther King's birthday, or Martin Luther King's birthday, or either his birthday or his death. Oh, it was in January of this year. Guess what? They did not show one. Look, it was his birthday, and they ain't mentioned Martin Luther King at all. This is the disrespect that they did in Africa. Them goddamn CNN is disrespectful, and if anybody's watching fake news CNN, you got issues. They're disrespectful, and they're under the ground, okay? And you know what, Miss Simmons? You are really... I'm at a point where I'm so disgusted, and I'm not speaking on all black women in America. I'm not speaking on all Africans, but I see African women and I see black women walking around, and you guys your mind is delusional. You walk by and you don't speak, you don't acknowledge black men, and you be sitting there running behind these damn bazookas, and you be so happy, and God, you don't realize that you're being attacked. You're being attacked. And you look, I don't even want to mention her name. You guys already know what I'm talking about. It does not make sense. I'm going to stay focused. What I want to share with you is this. Had a conversation with my father, and I called him earlier today. before I heard about this Miss Simmons. And I said, you know what, Dad? I said, I really, really respect what Black Lives Matter did. What Black Lives Matter did as far as how they did what they did, what they did. I don't know how they planned it out. I don't know how they rise and their name got powerful. But all I know is that a lot of laws are changed. Things like defund the police, everything was shifted, major shifts. And guess what? Certain places you can drive with your tags expired. You can drive with your license plate not up to date. Maybe your headlights out. Things that shouldn't be where they could just pull you over because your tabs expired. They could pull you over because your light's out. Like, really? They used those tactics and came up with them little itty bitty silly ass laws so they can harass black folks. That's what that was all about. Anytime they come with these laws, guess what? They'll come up with a law and it sounds so great. Oh yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Guess what? Sometimes they use those laws on a color-based level, meaning they're going to use those laws against you so they can pull you over, and then they see their own complexion and they're going to just let them go. They're going to let them slide. So it made sense that they did change the laws as far as pulling people over. The only way they can pull people over, the only way that they can even come and say anything to you nowadays in certain places is it would have to be a certain emergency, a certain level of a crime, a high crime situation for them to even come. But as far as you driving down the street, you minding your business, there's no reason for them to pull you over. Oh, they're going to pull you over because something's wrong with your car? Like, really? Come on now. Now I can understand if your door's falling off, or maybe, oh, I need to get your attention, because maybe your trunk is open. Oh, yeah. But once again, these are the accomplishments that you have. Black Lives Matter, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers. Okay, people have died risking their life for you. They have put their families at risk. They have put their churches at risk. Hey, NAACP, you got presidents of different regions of the NAACP who are presidents who put their lives at risk. Did you see what happened over in Buffalo? 10 people got killed. Now, could you imagine if you are a leader or you are president of an organization that's trying to fight civil rights? Do you understand? Do you understand? This is the reason why I'm sharing this video right now, is because I just seen Oshay Jackson's segment on some individual named Simmons, B. Simmons. And I ain't trying to promote her name. I'm saying allegedly. I seen her video. I seen it with my own eyes. And all I could say is that I was disgusted. Black men, especially, have went out on the limb, have put their families at risk, especially Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Malcolm X's family is suffering now. His daughters are suffering now. People don't give him no money, don't give him no recognition. They don't give him nothing. But them men have went out their way to try to make improvements in the black community. And I'm tired of you black women walking around and you ignoring us. You disrespectful, and you need to get your attitude together. I see black men, we acknowledge each other. African men, we acknowledge each other. But there's a lot of few African men that will just walk by and don't acknowledge. But that's one thing that we do. I'm disgusted. You were way over there doing what you want to do, and you're doing it over there with some people that don't even support you. They don't support you. They give this coward platform. She's embarrassing. And Malcolm X's, look, Black Lives Matter, in my opinion, they could have that money. They can buy them mansions. They can do whatever they want. You know why? Because they deserve it. And guess what? They're doing it a different way. Because guess what? Malcolm X's, Martin Luther King's family, they didn't get no check. They didn't get nothing. They didn't get nothing. When they killed Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, everybody disappeared. And I bet you if you do an interview, they'll tell you, ask them what happened. How did it feel? Did you get any support? Did you have any money coming in? No. You know what happened? It took forever. It took forever. They probably didn't get no money and no support until they started getting rights over Martin Luther King's name. Then that's when the money started coming in. Do you know how long they suffered, his kids? And then you're gonna disrespect his legacy and his wife's legacy by opening up this situation again. You don't know what they went through for you to be talking with your big mouth. Some of the wives probably just got tired of fighting and the men wanted to just keep going. So that split them up. It split them up where they had to separate. Some people just can't go forward with that. It's very tough. It's very tough. Black Lives Matter, I love you. Keep your houses. And you guys, y'all sitting there chasing around Black Lives Matter. These damn women sitting there following them and harassing them. Leave them alone. They helped us. They helped us greatly since the civil rights movement. Look what they did with George Floyd. Look what they did around the country. And you're sitting there chasing around them. Leave them alone. Just going around messing with people. Stop messing with them people. Leave them alone. Let them have their mansion because they deserve it. They put their lives on the line. Their families put their lives on the line. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and them guys, they didn't get paid. They didn't get paid. These Black Lives Matter, they stepped in, did what they had to do, and they stepped out, and they did it right. That's the right thing to do. Cash out and move on and go spend time with your family because they did something. They left an imprint. B. Simmons, who? You better grow up and you need to apologize. You need to apologize to Malcolm X. You need to apologize to Martin Luther King. You need to apologize to Medgar Evers. You need to apologize to Mandela, Nelson Mandela. You need to apologize to Lumumba. You need to apologize to all the black men and black leaders that have went out the limb to come and help you. None of y'all can step out like they did. Homes being attacked. They being locked up. I'm disgusted. And I know my video ain't gonna get no views because you guys ain't ready for an unscript. Peace.